What is going on, guys? I'm What the Moose, and today I'm bringing you a video about Call of Duty Ghosts Squads mode. This is a new mode that is introduced in Call of Duty Ghosts for the first time. It is based on the squads that the squad that you use in multiplayer. The squad, as I mentioned in my Create a Class and Customization episode, will be actually down in the description if you want to watch that. But the squad mode that I mentioned in that is basically a system where you have 10 soldiers. Obviously, you don't have 10 when you first load up the game. You'll only have one, and you can successfully unlock those as you move through the multiplayer system. But you have up to 10 soldiers, and you can battle it out with your friends, or have your friends cooperate with you and battle it out against different squads, and basically make your soldiers how you want them to be. So maybe one soldier could be a shotgunner, one could be a SMG user, one could be an assault rifle user, things like that, and they will actually follow their roles even if you aren't playing with them and they're being controlled by the computer. As Mark Rubin put it, the squad mates or the soldiers will actually play like real players online. They'll drop shot, they'll jump shot, they'll do everything a real player does to get a tactical advantage over anyone in the match. I think that's really interesting. I think it's really cool how they do that. And you can actually play with your own squad mates or your soldiers in your squad, and they can be AI controlled, or you can have your friends take control of them, and you can fight another friend's squad members in certain game modes that they have. I believe they said they had 5 game modes within squads. They didn't mention all of them, but they did mention a few. One is called Squad versus Squad, so this is where you would take your squad mates or your team members, your soldiers, whatever you want to call them. You would use one of them, you pretty much pick one, and then you pick the rest of your 4 or 5 that you want, and you face up against one of your friends with his squad. I think that's really interesting. You can basically pick one of the soldiers that you want, and you can face off against your friend, even though 5 of your team members are actually AI controlled. I think that's pretty interesting. It's kind of like combat training in a way, but the enemies will actually be smart, and I don't think you can actually change the difficulty of the enemies, so it's not exactly combat training, but it is similar. Now moving on to War Game. That's another game mode that they mentioned for squads. This is a 5v5. It's similar to Squad v Squad, but I think they mentioned that you could actually play this with your friends, so all of your friends could take control of one of your soldiers that you made in your squads, or in your squad, and you could fight with five players, 4 being your friends, 1 being you, obviously, against 5 AI-controlled enemies, or just 5 people online that are playing with their friends. And I think that's pretty interesting. It's a pretty cool way to do it. It's a nice co-op thing, even though it's not exactly multiplayer. Also, it's worth mentioning that squads will actually factor into your multiplayer ranking and your multiplayer experience points. You will gain XP when playing squads, specifically online. I don't know if you gain it when you're playing with your friends, just with your friends. I'm not exactly sure, but I know if you're playing something like War Game, you will definitely earn XP towards your multiplayer profile. So that's about it, guys. There is also a game mode called Safeguard. It's a survival wave-based game. It's kind of like Survival, they said, from Modern Warfare 3, so I'm not going to touch on that very much. It doesn't seem extremely interesting to me, but thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like on it, and I will see you guys later. Peace.